All right, happy Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome back to Wanderlust Adventure Company. Got something kind of new today. We're going to take our little inflatable boat out, and for the first time. I bought it a couple years ago, and I just haven't had a chance to use it. But we are in southwest Wyoming at Hog Park Reservoir. We're in the Medicine Bow National Forest. We're about 50 miles northeast of Steamboat Springs, about 15 miles south of Encampment, Wyoming. And it's a really beautiful morning. It's a nice little lake. I don't believe you can have much horsepower as far as boat motors go on here. I don't know the regulations, but man, it's calm. The fish are jumping. I'm kind of excited. I haven't fished all summer, so it's time to get out and do a little fishing. But here's a view of the lake. We came in last night, camped out, had a really nice little campfire, made some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, which was excellent. We tend to eat even better out here in camping than we do at home. I'm sure a lot of you guys do the same. But I'm going to get this boat launched and get familiar with it, and I'll be back with you once I'm out on the water. All right, everybody, we've made it out into the lake a little ways. Trying to get a feel for the boat and the oars and all that good stuff. Like I said, this is a new thing to me, so I'm sure it's comical watching me try to navigate out here. Got my line rigged up, poles ready to go. You can see fish jumping around. I think I'm gonna try to scoot over to an area where they're jumping a little bit more than they are right where I'm at, and then do a little fishing. It's just a gorgeous morning out here. Super peaceful. Even for a busy lake, this is still pretty darn quiet. The campground is basically full or has reserve signs on every campsite. There is a lot of dispersed camping up here, which is what we usually do, but we just decided that we wanted to be close to the lake, so we did go ahead and buy a camp spot for 2 nights. It was $10 a night for a single spot, and the sign did say if you want a double spot, it's $15 a night. They do have potable water here, and but there are no hookups. There are dumpsters if you got garbage. Nice fire rings. We were able to just take a little drive last night and found plenty of firewood to have our fire for the next 2 nights. So great little place to come for a quick weekend. That's what we had. Heidi's out here with me this weekend. She's pretty excited to get out on her paddleboard here a little bit later, but she's currently resting. So we're gonna come out here and fish for a little bit, and when we're done, we'll go back and we'll make breakfast and get on with our day, whatever that is. I've got Hiker with me too. I'll probably take her out while Heidi enjoys her paddleboard and take her out swimming and chasing sticks and doing all the things that Wonder Labs do, and maybe do a little shore fishing myself. I don't know if she would tolerate this boat or not. I need to get myself more familiar and stable in it before I try putting a water dog in it that may or may not want to actually ride in the thing. So I don't know, that might be a video for another day. I'm sure it's going to be kind of comical. I don't know. As you can see, this boat isn't super wide, so I don't know if she's gonna like that or not. I don't know if we'll ever find out, but for now, I'm gonna scoot over somewhere and do a little fishing and see if I can't catch me a little trout. We'll see you guys in a minute. Been fishing for about 15 minutes. Not having a whole lot of luck. I had one hit and I wasn't able to hook him, but got out here a little bit late for a good morning bite. The jumping's starting to slow down, but it's kind of cool. Getting a lot of people are out. I don't know if you can see them out here coming out on their paddle boards. The lake is just absolute glass this morning. Do still have a few fish jumping, but I'm just kind of enjoying sitting out here floating around in the lake. I mean, the wind's not pushing us around or anything. Just a beautiful morning. Nice and warm. I've just got my lightweight shirt on that I got from our friends at the Therapeutic Recreation Group last week while we were doing our event in Leadville. And man, I tell you what a great shirt for all the way around. I really think everybody for last week, it was a really good event up there in Leadville, helping some of our nation's heroes get out and enjoy nature and meet some new folks and enjoy their time. We owe those people a great debt for what we have, for our freedom, things they gave up that a lot of us wouldn't. So I'm just out here enjoying some of that freedom today, and man, it's absolutely excellent out here right now. When we got here last night, it was a little bit windy, so the lake was pretty choppy, but we'll see how the day progresses. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to a day of fishing and hanging out with my wife and my dog. I'm gonna go back to shore here in a little bit and make some breakfast, chill out at camp for a little bit, and I'm sure we'll be out here in a little while fishing and having fun, relaxing, enjoying the mountains. It's pretty nice here. It's not super high. I don't know the exact elevation, but it didn't get super cold last night. We're camping in our Oz tent, which I'll show you guys later. I'll kind of give you a tour of some of the stuff that I use that I've found to be effective and useful gear over the last 30 plus years of doing this kind of thing. This boat is a new deal to me. I used to absolutely love fishing in a belly boat, but I don't know, somewhere along the lines I got away from that, and when I found this boat, it was on YouTube, of all places, a channel called Adventures with Purpose. They do a lot of search and rescue stuff, finding like cars that have been underwater for a long time that might be connected to missing person cases. So they were selling these boats for a while. I noticed the other day when I went on their website they're no longer doing that, but I went ahead and picked one up. Looks pretty stable, and so far it is. I haven't felt unstable at all on this boat. Well, another thing I liked about it was you can actually put a motor on it if you want. I'm really considering getting a small electric trolling motor to troll around with. Primarily I'm going to be using it for fishing. It's not really going to be used for anything else. So I don't know, I wouldn't mind doing a little trolling. I used to do that with my grandpa when I was a kid, and I haven't done it since. And maybe I'm just getting older and I want things to be a little bit easier, but it would be fun to do some trolling like I did back then with grandpa, and just kind of relive his spirit through doing some of the things we did when I was growing up. They're the ones that helped give me this what we call wanderlust. Everybody knows what that is. I didn't coin the phrase by any means, but we certainly try to live the wanderlust life where we get out, enjoy nature, enjoy different adventures. And especially the last few years, I've really started trying new things, especially related around water. I was never much of a water person, and my wife finally got me into it here a couple years ago. We'll get to filming. We've got some jet skis. We'll do some jet ski adventures before summer's over, and we'll try to do a little filming around that. Like I said, I'm trying to do better. I'm learning how to edit. I'll get some better equipment. I'll get off of this phone. I know the phone doesn't take the neatest of videos, but it was a way to get started, and if you don't start, you don't learn. And here I am. I'm trying. I'm learning. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of these adventures, and you don't get too tired of my rambling on. But I'm going to fish for a little bit here. Like I said, the bite has slowed way down. I'm going to cast a little bit, try some different lures. I am using my Eagle Claw Trailmaster today. That's kind of my rod of choice. I can throw it in my backpack. I can throw it in this boat. I can pack it just about anywhere. My little box of trout lures. I pretty much fish for trout exclusively, just because that's what's in my area. Unless we're doing a Lake Powell adventure, or I can get into some bass and some catfish, stripers, that kind of thing. I pretty much take my little tiny box of trout lures and that's about it. I'm not much of a bait fisher anymore. I'd rather go out and lure fish and hike streams and wander around and do that kind of thing instead of sitting and watching my pole. But occasionally we will bait fish, but I doubt we'll do any of that on this trip. There's too many fun things to do with the boat. I've kind of got my eye on the encampment river. I might take Hiker for a hike later, but we'll just see what the day brings us. Unless something really eventful happens, I'm gonna cut this morning fishing video off. I appreciate everybody watching. Would encourage everybody to get out and check out what's in your neighborhood. This is only 2 hours away from my house, and this is literally the second time I've been here. We did a little driving around last night. There's a lot to explore in this area, and it's basically in my backyard. Really, it wouldn't take as long. You know, it's only like 90 miles from home, but some of these roads are washboard rough. They're not four-wheel drive rough, but man, they're rough for the washboard, so it takes a while to get anywhere. But you know, get out and explore what's in your backyard. There's a lot out there, and I don't know, you never know what you'll find. We really like this little lake so far. Super pretty, and we're gonna explore it some more, and we'll bring you along with us. Till next time, everyone, Wanderlust Adventure Company is out. Okay, I was just thinking about heading in. I was just going to cast a couple more times, and we ended up catching us a little rainbow. Anyway, they're in here. Caught him on this here blue and silver Castmaster. I've used Castmasters a lot over the years for trout, but let's get this little fella back in the water. Oh, watch out. Slick fish. All right, let's bring him back. Let's set him free so he can go on and live another day. Get him in the water here. Beautiful little fish. There he goes. All right, well, that was fun. Now maybe you guys won't make too much fun of me about not catching any fish. Once again, Wanderlust Adventure Company out.